It's just noise dragging on me. These
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson in the middleweight division. Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout,
expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That uppercut doesn't land. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A perfect counter lands. How about that time counter shot? Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You just see the nerves of the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Nice counter. Back and forth they go. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Robinson. And there's the bell to start round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Punch, counter punch. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. This is like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. Catch and shoot. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Swing and a miss with that hook. despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter shot. Missing with the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Robinson. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Miss with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Threw the uppercut but did not score. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that jab. Both want them to hold that thought. Jacobs in real trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
points are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That left hook misses. That hook doesn't score. Straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson.
Come on, switch on.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. The resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievably well.
Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Is going to be the first to go down. They exchange punches. Good counter punching. Talk about Robinson in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Incredible work rate. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The jab not finding its target. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. just misses with that uppercut. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be...
Sugar Ray is down! They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you continue.
Let's talk about Robinson. And there's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. That uppercut just missed. Good counter punching. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. It'll be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punching. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Has to be careful. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. There's the bell to start round 9. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again, when your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He fails to score with that left hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nope, that hook won't score. They figure out the combination to this sink.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good counter punching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. missing him that way. And there's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice stop, but that won't score. Counter punch right up the middle. How about that time counter shot? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got...
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. You know the scorecards are going to be... That's start 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Needs to be careful not to punch himself out. A perfect counter lands. He just misses with that jab. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Counter shot lands. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Can't score with that jab. A perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robert. And there's the bell for round 12. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Nice counter counterpunch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. Just missing with the right uppercut. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made it.
Robinson goes to the canvas. A bit.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Sugar. This, you can tell both of these athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That left hook missed. Beautiful counter shot. Just misses that uppercut. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
And he scores with the counter. With the jab. A perfect counter shot. Looking to land the hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson. And there's the bell for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Every time they throw a shot, this is not how the story was supposed. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four.
destiny.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Con. Let's get it started in round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Couldn't land that jab. Catch and shoot. Just missed with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh boy, Amir Khan, dazed. And down he goes. What an upset this could be as Khan is down. And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
You saw. Sugar. All the talking had. So here we go. Should be a good one. Jab misses. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Only catching air with that hook. Counter shot lands. Good counter punching. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like a rabbit in the headlights.
perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That left hook missed. That uppercut does not score. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! And down goes Amir Khan! Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering... And there's the bell for round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Robinson goes to the canvas. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the end.
That's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Holding nothing back here in the round. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first moves. That's where they hold that thought. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Disaster averted.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Robinson in that. There's the bell for round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good counter punch. Nice counter. And he just misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Whoa, wait a minute. Amir Khan in some real trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that, did you see that? Amir Khan is rocked. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did that come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Conor. And there's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. They block the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny! Amir Khan backing up! And he just put Amir Khan down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.